Yeah, when it happens, you just think it's a coincidence, and that is very wrong when you don't acknowledge your powers that you've actually utilized to achieve this reality. So, when you achieve that success, give yourself the acknowledgement and say, thank you, universe. I wanted this, I created this, I'm responsible for this. Thank you for helping me and supporting me.
So every time you acknowledge it to understand, it is you who's acknowledging and it is also you who's listening. So the part of you that's listening really needs this. Because when you acknowledge something that you've done well, you start doing it better.
Absolutely.
I acknowledge myself that I created this moment, this interview, this space I'm living in, this experience I'm having. I created this. And I would like to give that particular power within me or wherever, but I would like to say thank you. I know I wanted this 6 months back. So now
How
when I'm
important is how important is gratitude in this whole thing? What you're talking about is a part of gratitude, but we when we write about gratitude, we usually are thanking other people or
yeah,
other experiences. Very rarely we thank ourselves. How important is it to actually acknowledge your own powers and your own mehnat that you do in life towards achieving these things?
it's very, very important. And for some reason, of course, we've been taught it's good to be kind of modest, to not have your nose in the air, don't be too pretty, be grounded, don't show off, don't say I'm so pretty. That's so, for whatever reason, I'm taught that with good intention, so that things don't go to our heads. But it is very important to acknowledge your efforts the same way that you would do, because we all have a child within us. And you see a 3 year old, you understand yourself very well. I don't care if you're 100, 50, 300, doesn't matter. Just see a 3 year old, you'll get to know how you operate. You tell them they did something well, they will do it 500 times more and they actually get better. You say bad girl, bad boy, this, and they actually kind of, shrivel and the energy is contract. Now we are doing this, we are so polite with other people. We are so nice. We kind of will think about, how will they feel? We can't say this, we can't use these words, that might be rude. And then we turn around and do the opposite to ourselves. I am
Yeah.
so dumb. My brain, what was I thinking? Always mess it up. ये मेरा बचपन से problem है. Now it is self-beating.
Yeah.
And there's a few which is getting beaten up hearing this.
Hmm.
So this is in our hands. I mean, it doesn't, you can't control what somebody told you. Some years back, they told you and you felt a certain way. That's fine. They did what they thought was best. But what you do to yourself is in your control. So how you
Yeah.
talk to yourself, how you acknowledge yourself, and this all happens within our heads. But how you
Right.
talk to yourself plays out in your life with everybody.
Right. I remember our what do you call it, our mentor or our coach, when Yash was teaching me how to write gratitude, and he was, I spoke about a shoot, and he said, okay, I want you to thank the car, the driver, the wheel, the steering, the seat, the studio set, the lightmen, the lights, the makeup, the brush, the desk, everything. And so far, I was only thanking, God for the opportunity, thanking my producers for thinking of me, thanking my director, or thanking, very obvious things that a person would thank when an opportunity comes along. But I think you practice this as well, and we've shared this with each other. How we express gratitude and write letters even to people from our past who've given us certain opportunities or good experiences, even whether they don't even know about it. It's not a letter you're going to post to a particular person, but just that energy that we set off with, that gratitude writing, really reflects in attracting success and abundance and making the things that we really want successful in our today. Even if it is writing a letter to something that happened 8 years ago that you've not acknowledged, but you acknowledge it today, and it attracts those situations into your life. Am I right, Poonam? Would you like to
Absolutely.
tell our viewers how you use this writing also in your life?
See, writing, honestly, I did it, I think, 2 or 3 years back. I was very diligent with it. Our common friend Yash had told me that, write gratitude letters and same thing, whether you give it to the person or not, but you induce the feeling within you. So it's come down to the same thing.